Hey everyone, Jeff Anderson here in Bucharest, Romania. I'm joined with Leticia Dragan, the director of Asociatia Free. We're going to talk to her a little bit about what's going on with the organization and see what we may be able to do in partnership. So Leticia, can you tell us a little bit about Asociatia Free? What exactly do you guys do?
It started with outreach because that's something we had a bit of experience in it, and that was something that wasn't happening at the time in Romania, in particular with a Christian organization. And so we go out on the streets, we go out in brothels, strip clubs, massage parlors, and we create relationship with the girls. Then we also have the restoration part. So we have a drop-in for the people who don't want to be helped on the residential basis, but wants to receive maybe counseling, clothing, come for a cup of coffee, a Bible study, a creative activity. We can offer also social services.
Well, tell me more about the shelter. When did the shelter get started and what's really involved with running a shelter?
What we really wanted is to be able to help ladies who are not fitting the criteria of other shelters. Some of them really wanted them to fit the definition of trafficking victims, and if the elements were not there, or if she was not willing to tell about her trafficker or pimp, they would not receive her. So almost 3 years ago we opened it. It was the vision to be something really small, something transitional, where the girls would be independent, thinking that we can leave them in an apartment, and from there they can just transit nicely, softly, to independent living, stay out of prostitution. We quickly changed a bit of vision and realized we needed to have somebody present there 24 hours. We needed something that was more structured. We needed to actually invest in the girls, not just leave them there. Part of them being in the home is also going through this breaking process where they think that because they escaped, they are going to be well and everything will be okay. And then all of a sudden, they're confronted with all the trauma and the emotions and all that goes with it.
Sure.
And so part of the program is going through counseling, individual counseling, but also group counseling, psychoeducation.
Sure.
And also one of the things we'd like to do is also for those who want and for who we have the possibilities also invest a bit in job preparing,
Sure. Job
training. Yeah, because they don't have a lot of experience. Some of them don't have a lot of school.
So speaking on this topic of running a safe house, if you have several women that are living in this home together, you have to pay the bills and you have to feed them, and there's counseling, psychoeducation. It sounds expensive, right? So what are we talking here in terms of running a home?
It costs about 1,000 euros just for renting the place and the utilities.
Okay.
And then for each staff it's about 1,000 euros also. And then we have the expense of the food, and that varies how many girls we have in the home.
So simple math, it's several thousands of dollars each month, but that's a good amount of money. So at this stage of Asociatia Free's existence, how could a Cup for a Cause best help?
I think the best way at the moment would be purchasing a house. It's something we've been looking at for a period of time already. So a few reasons why this would be beneficial for us is, of course, because on the long term that would take away the burden, financial burden. Next to that, a reason also we find in Romania it's really hard also for owners to understand the confidentiality of such workplace for us.
A quick question about the safe house situation. When you're renting, is there a guarantee that you'll be able to maintain that spot?
We have a contract, but usually it might be one year at a time, maybe for a few years at a time. But actually, if the owner wants to sell the house, decides to use it differently, then he can notice us 1 month before, and then we have to be out.
Now, in talking about buying a safe house here in Bucharest, about how much money are we talking?
So when we were looking a few months ago to ranges of price, we found out that we probably would need between 140 to 150,000 euros to buy a house.
Sure. Yeah, it makes sense that if you had a place where you knew was stable, where you could be calm and relax, and you knew who would come in and who would go out, it would make that healing process so much easier.